It's Juan Gotti here. Have you ever wanted to ask me a question? Share your opinion on a specific topic, but you never had the place to? Well, now you do, as I will be starting up a new series that will be airing weekly where you can ask me all of the type of questions that you want in regards to the Commanders, the NFL, or just the whole entire sports world. You can email me now at askjuangotti@gmail.com all of your questions. And once we get enough feedback, the first episode will be airing. Again, you'll have the opportunity to ask me any kind of questions that you want. Hey Juan, what do you think about this player? Hey Juan, what do you think about this coach? Or my Commanders fans out there, hey Juan, what do you think about the sale? This is my opinion on it. What do you think? You now have the opportunity to do that. I would take full advantage of that if I was you out there. Hit my email up now at askjuangotti@gmail.com with your questions. Again, that's askjuangotti@gmail.com with your questions. Wait a minute, girl, can you slow down? Wait a minute, girl, what's the rush now? I wanna introduce myself to you. My name is one-on-one guy to prefer now. I like the way you put your fists together. I like the way you do your hair in the morning. I see why all the boys want you, girl. YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here. We another Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with some more owner news. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, or in this case, our Washington Commanders. We're on the road to 6,000 subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. Also, have you guys noticed anything different around here? Let me know in the comment section. And the first episode of Ask Juan Gotti, episode 1, is down below. The video is out now. If you want to be featured, as you know already, leave your questions in the email at askjuangotti@gmail.com to be featured in episode 2. Thank you so much. Let's get straight into today's video. So, the Washington Commanders has been all over the news in the last 24 hours due to the owner news that broke yesterday. The Washington Commanders owner Daniel Snyder has agreed in principle, basically verbally, with Josh Harris and his group to sell the Washington Commanders for $6 billion. Now, obviously, it's not in pen. It's not confirmed. It still has to be approved by the league and all of that. But in essence, this is now over. The Dan Snyder era is now over in Washington, and we can finally move forward. Now, what I wanted to come on here to talk about is, what should Washington Commanders fans expect from Josh Harris and his group? Now, obviously, I don't know exactly what to expect from Josh Harris, so it's kind of more so of a question that I would like to pose to you guys. Kind of, what do you want Josh Harris and his group to bring to Washington? Leave it down below. Here is my take on it. What do I think Washington new owner should bring if he's in fact the guy? What I am going to expect is a winning pedigree. Is a guy that's going to get the group around the right group around this team or organization to put it in a winning direction. And the reason that gives me so much confidence is, look at what he's doing with the 76ers and the New Jersey Devils. As I mentioned before, the New Jersey Devils is a top team in the NHL this year. Since taking over the 76ers, the whole trust the process thing, look where they're at now. They're a top seed in the East, and they're getting ready to make a push for the championship. Josh Harris has been nothing but success in his professional ownership tenure. So has Magic Johnson. He's been a part of some groups. The Dodgers, the LAFC, and obviously the Lakers. So he has been a part of some groups. So has Josh Harris. There have been other billionaires linked to the Washington Commanders as a part of the Josh Harris and Magic Johnson group. So I honestly feel like they're putting together a solid team. And more importantly, again, they're putting together a team with
pretty much the two head honchos being the guys that know what they're doing with football or just sports in general, with putting together winning culture. And we need that back here, man. We need to put the people that's in place. We need a owner that is going to be on the scene promoting the Washington Commanders, speaking highly of the Washington Commanders, telling them that this is a good place to be, but also an owner that's going to put people in position to allow them to do their jobs. We don't need a Daniel Snyder 2.0 that is going to override their team, override the people that they put in place of their jobs just because they are the owners. Then you end up drafting guys that you don't want to draft. So please put people in position that you trust. Let them do their jobs. But I have no doubt in my mind that they would do that, because again, this team, this group has already proven in the past that they are going to do whatever it takes. Josh Harris was asked about, what does it take to put together a good ownership team and, a winning organization, and he said good people. So that is something plus, that got me excited to hear that he believes that it takes people around him to win, okay? He knows he can't do it all by himself. He knows he doesn't know everything. He's an analytical guy too, and I don't know how you guys feel about analytics. I'm more so of a person that wants to just go with the knowledge of the game, go with, I guess it's the old school approach with just trying to beat your opponent up old school and not looking at analytics such as like, inside the 48, Washington is 85% conversion rate, so let's go for it. Nah, if you want to just genuinely go for it, don't look at it as analytics. Oh, analytics is telling me to go for it, so I have to. If you don't feel like we should go for it right here, punt it. If you feel like we should go for it, based off of how the game is going, based off how you genuinely feel, do it. But don't do it based off of analytics. Now, again, analytics has a place in sports. I'm not saying it doesn't. But I don't know how y'all feel about an analytical owner. Because, Ron Rivera isn't an analytics guy, I believe. I believe he's more of an old school guy. So that could be some diversion there that could cause Ron Rivera to not have his job. If it's not, in fact, him blowing it, being bad this season. I don't know. Analytics, again, to me, is something that belongs in it, but I don't think it's like the end-all, be-all. You should just live and die by analytics. I think you should use it because it's a tool for you, but not something that's just going to totally override coaches' decisions all the time. Now, the Washington Commanders ownership news. What do I want from it? That's kind of what do I expect, even though obviously I don't know exactly what to expect because I'm not friends with these guys. I don't know these guys. What do I want? Obviously, winning culture. I want a new stadium. I want it back in D.C., bro, because that's where it belongs. We're the Washington Commanders. It deserves to be somewhere downtown in Washington, D.C., where it belongs. However, don't think that's likely. So I think personally it's going to end up in Virginia somewhere, which would definitely be a bummer for me personally because, I know FedEx Field's a dump. I know it's not good to you guys. But I live pretty close to it, so it's pretty convenient for me. So I like where it's at. Maybe they rebuild it on the same grounds. That would be great. But I personally feel like it's going to end up being in Virginia somewhere. Hopefully it's in Northern Virginia, because if it's not in Northern Virginia, like Richmond or something like that, if it's in like Richmond, Southern Virginia, that's dumb because that's not the DMV. You know what I'm saying? Make it at least be in Northern Virginia somewhere, bro, like Woodbridge or like, Alexandria, that's right there. Like, make it somewhere close, but in actuality, I want it in DC, so I hope they try their best to make that happen because it deserves to be where it belongs. Next thing, besides winning culture, in the stadium, I would probably say, promise the fans a good product. I guess that goes along with winning. But promise the fans a good product. You know what I'm saying? Promise the fans that this is something special. This is something different. Because we've been hurt and traumatized the last 24 years by this guy. You know what I'm saying? Promise us that this is a new day. This is a new era. And I know y'all probably like, Juan, they are going to do that. Every owner, every new coach says something to get the crowd juiced up. But it's going to be different. Y'all know it's going to hit different because we have been under Dan Snyder's watch for 20 years and it's been horrible. You know what I'm saying? I know they want to see that stadium filled up to 100% capacity. So do I. I want that. So promise us that this is a new day and tell us everything that we want to hear to make us buy into Josh Harrison. Other than that, man, I really don't know what I want to expect. I just want to win at the end of the day. To be honest with you, bro. That's all I want. And again, I feel like we have the right people in place to get that done. Evaluate Ron Rivera will be one. If you feel like Ron is the guy moving forward, okay, so be it. You know, but if you feel like you want to bring in your own guy, I'm down with that too. If I'll be quite honest with you though, I hope Ron Rivera is the guy, just for the simple fact that I don't want to start over again when it comes to finding a head coach. I would prefer just Ron finally figures it out and he is the guy for the next decade plus, and we're finally having success. And Sam Howell is the guy. But again, if we have to do that, I'm not going to be pissed about it because I understand where we're at. We're in a whole new era of Washington football. But, I mean, yeah, like I said, other than that, other than just winning, ladies and gentlemen, I have nothing else that I want to expect or, you know, should expect from this new group. Just win, please. Just win and try your hardest to bring a Lombardi or two back to DC. So with that being said, as always, Mayweather Juangottibusiness. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit us to Washington Commanders. I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say about this. What do you expect from the new ownership group, and what do you want them to do? Leave your comments and thoughts down below. As always, Mayweather Juangottibusiness. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit us to Washington Commanders. We're on over to 6,000 subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. And if you want to be featured in episode 2 of Ask Juangottibusiness, leave your questions in the email down below. See you guys next time. I'm out. Peace. Cost me one time, that's gonna get you pop. Get you pop, get you drop. Slide on the one where they get you locked on. I ain't stopping till I get me all the